Hey, you stopped. All right, now go exercise. All right. Bienvenidos, mi gente. So nice to see you. Okay, we've done the twisting. No crushing of the belly, no crushing of the belly. Okay, throw an arm. All right, we're gonna do some Kung Fu moves today, specifically for anyone who's pregnant and anyone over 50. It's gonna be just for you. Everybody else is allowed to participate. Make sure you change arms. You only get 2 of them, but we want to work them both. All right, we put the feet together, put the knees together, and do a little twist. Feel the muscles of the inner thigh right in here starting to work.
Yeah.
All right, when we get to 30, we change directions. Make sure you make enough of a movement to make it count, build some heat. It feels like 100, let's change. Another direction, another direction, another direction. Beastie Boys did a song, I think. Okay, we'll separate and we'll do one of these. So we're only going to move about 3-4 inches. We make fists on every bounce. Make sure that the fist is doing one of these, like this, as opposed to this. This is no good. You could take that away. It's right here. Okay. I think I can bring that camera down a little bit, hey? A minute down. All right, there's my feet. Look at that. Okay, that feels like 700, 701, 702, 703, 704. Overachievers. 801, 802, 803. All right, good. Press the fingers out. Roll. Ooh, little side to side. Okay, we haven't done this in a while. Let's do the matrix. The matrix is basically a roll. We'll separate the feet. We're going to exhale down to one side and back bend to the other. On the inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Neo. Neo, don't go. Inhale. And change directions. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. It's a limbo contest. How low, how slow can you go? All right, very good. All right, let's twist the hips a little bit. Just twist and touch, twist and touch. You can bring it down a little lower if you'd like to. You could just stay shallow. Keep the head up, keep the bottom below the head. The bottom is below the head. Don't do one of these. Drop it in there. All right, very good. All right, let's shift side to side. Avoiding the twist. For my Russian friends, spasibo. I forget the song here. I'll defer to my acoustically talented friends, my audiophiles. Okay, and let's take one last twist here, and then straighten the front leg. Do a little fold. Yes. And come back up. Twist in the opposite direction. Straighten the front leg and fold. Okay. So to start things off, we'll go easy. Maybe you got a chair. If your knees are not happy with this one, okay, you're going to use your chair. If you have no knee issues or if you're not carrying somebody else, then you'll go all the way to the floor, okay? And that's going to look like this. We're going to sit by crossing and down and up, crossing the other way, down and up. Okay, so if I have my handy chair, here, I'll do something like this. Come up, sit, switch the feet, come up, sit. I could play with my hands here like this and let myself go a little lower and push forward, right? Push forward, push forward. And if you're a beast, and if you have a dog in your house that you want to tease, then you could just do a lot of spinning. It looks like this. You're kind of sit, turn, sit, rise, sit, rise, sit, inhale, exhale. You don't have to do this with the arms, but let me tell you, it helps to get the gravity forward on top of the feet and get your butt off of the ground by being able to place the weight in the feet. Especially for my lady friends who the weight is not in your chest, the weight is in your hips, which is 100% of women. Your bodies are built that way. So you're going to go pitch forward, push on the edges of the feet, pitch, rise, unwind, weight is back forward, pick the bottom out, and sit. Okay, we'll get Kung Fu here in a minute. This is great at parties, by the way. Do this at parties. Fantastic with friends. You have to Zoom your parties these days, but what are you going to do? Okay, so the next step we're going to do is almost the same thing with the legs. We're just going to go to one side. So I'll step across. So I'll step across, come nice and low, come up, cross, come up, exhale, inhale, exhale. So the knee and the ankle are very close to each other. Get very comfortable with that. All right, how far do you have to go if your name is Olivia? Not far at all. You got that couch right there, my dear friend. Okay, so basically I can just drop one foot, okay, and put the weight into it. And I might do that 2 or 3 times. I'm just going to lean into it. Okay, just lean into it. All I'm doing, and you don't want to go past 90 degrees with the knee, that's great. All I'm doing is loading the weight. I'm just loading the weight. What would that look like if I didn't have the couch? It would look like this. You just load the weight. I might do that 2 or 3 times before changing sides. Just loading the weight. Load the weight. Load the weight. Load the weight. Or drop it. This is the University of Funny Walks. If you're a Monty Python fan. And even if you're not, it still is. Okay, very good. All right. Let's do a little hip relaxer here like this. We're going to turn the feet out like this. Okay, and we'll just roll the hips in a circle. Roll the hips in a circle. Okay. I left my hula hoop. That's the basic move. Go the other way. Head stays put. Head stays right in the middle. Bottom goes around it. Okay, very good. All right, let's do a little flex here, a little push off. So to be very simple, it would just be moving forward and back, just a little hop front to back. Just a little hop front to back. Okay, if you want a little bit more, you have concrete floors, your neighbors downstairs are jerks and you want to piss them off, so let's do this. You're going to cover some distance. Okay, and I'm landing soft. Okay, I'll jump, turn. Jump off, jump, turn, jump, turn, jump, turn, okay? So I'm turning to the right, turning to the left, turning to the right, left, okay? If your neighbors can hear you, you lose points, okay? Don't land on the heels. Don't land with locked knees. Don't land holding your breath. If you can help it, don't land at all. Just float, levitate. It's in your mind. You levitate. You're like the rainbow. You never touch the ground, right? All right, so be gentle when you land. We'll twist. Twist. Or look, hey, I know. There's somebody there who doesn't want to jump at all. Little cha-cha, little cha-cha, little switch to feet cha-cha, little cha-cha. Look, how much weight do your knees need? Gravity will dictate that. If you go into too much gravity by dropping your butt and you're like, wow, too much? Great observation, do less. And then we'll work our way through time and pressure instead of working through pressure and very little time, right? So it's pressure over time that we're working with to build the strength. So if you do a tiny little move 100 times, that's better than doing these massive jumps once, all right? So I hear. Okay, great, next move. We're gonna lean forward and give a little bit of balancing practice, okay? So my last move was a jump, okay? So instead of doing the jump this time, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have one foot back, okay? And I'm gonna spring and catch. Come back, exhale, spring and catch. Okay, for some of you overachievers, you're gonna spring with the front foot and catch. Okay, and then I'll step back. Okay, sit, and then spring and catch. Okay, you know what's great for this is a wall. So if you have the wall, you're just going to rub your hands on the wall. Don't let your family see it because you've already told them, don't touch the walls. Don't touch the walls. But that's okay. If you got the wall handy, got an object handy, you just slide your hand on it and then come back. That's like a no impact step lift. Okay? I can do a jump lift. And I'm still using my hand right here, still using it. Okay, we're going to do about 300 on one side and then we're going to switch sides. So don't worry about it, just keep practicing. Your weight should be in the center. Your body should be landing towards the inside of the foot. Don't land on the outside of the foot to where your big toe falls up into the air and you start leaning out to the side. Keep the ball of the foot down, inside line flat, weight off of the heel. Okay, let's change sides. So I'll go this way now. I'm gonna sit, catch. There wasn't enough on that, so I need to give a little bit more, so I'll jump, catch. Also, you don't have to stay here for a year. You stay there until you know you got it. When you know you got it, you're out of there. Okay, jump, catch, hold, strong, get out. Okay, that's right. Hey, no fools, no fun. Keep having it. Keep having that fun. Hey, sit, jump. Okay, coming back. Jump. Come back. Jump. Come back. All right, good. All right, we're going to do a little Clydesdale thing here. This is all knee, ankle, hip, and core. Knee, ankle, hip, and core. So the knees are your shock absorber along with the ankle. The hip and the core are keeping the structure from collapsing. Okay, so you got to be kind of firm up here, and then you can be a little more supple down here. Okay, so we're just going to do a little Clydesdale like this. Okay. If you're Irish, I'm sorry I called this a Clydesdale move. Okay, don't step. You could step, but I would like, right before you step, just to do a little transfer. So it's like you're going to touch one foot and you switch it. Switch it. The higher you go, the better. So in other words, if I can jump by pumping this knee, I'm going to get even more out of it. Pump that up, throw the weight. Okay. All right. I forget the song here. It's like, hi, diddly dee. Something, something for me. A pirate's life for me. That's it. Where's my Pirates of the Caribbean peeps? Here we go. Hi, diddly dee. Johnny Depp's life for me. All right. I'm Johnny Depp. I need to live in 16 houses, man. Really? Have you any wine? Okay, so for those of you that know a little martial arts there, when you get to the top, let your foot fly, okay? Just like that. And tuck it in, okay? It's hardly worth it if the video gets, you can't see how much effort I'm putting into it. So, take a second, let's breathe some air, inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, inhale, and exhale. Let's go to one side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 3 and exhale. 2 and exhale. 1 and exhale. Opposite side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Breathe through the nose to the toes. Exhale. 2 more. And fold. Last one. And down. Very good. Come on up, no passing out. All right. Remember, safety first. Safety first. No slipping. No dripping. No dipping. All right. Unless it's skinny. No problem with that one. All right. So, We're going to do some bouncing work on the arms. Again, you're going to be either using the couch to keep the angles from putting too much weight. You'll be flat on the floor if you have no problem with that, or you'll be jumping around off your arms like some kind of free runner. You might want to use a yoga mat for this so that our hands are not completely flat on the floor. If you have a carpet, you're probably all right. Okay, so we're just going to start pumping the hands. So it looks like this. If my hands were on the couch, I'd be doing the same thing. Maybe I wouldn't use the knees. Okay, so I'm just going to hold here and pick up and change sides. No big deal, hands and knees, right? So from here, I'm just bringing my hand to push-up position. Notice that my elbow is not sticking out. My elbow is back, and I'm bringing the thumb up into the armpit, okay? Right where it should be when I do a real push-up. So I'm just pumping like this, okay? So if this is a lot of work for you, you're doing the right thing. If this is kind of, you know, the kids' meal, you can take the legs out. Now you can see a little bit of body shift. All right, that's the camera angle. My body doesn't shift, but certainly you are resisting body roll. Okay, so if you're using the couch, or if you're using an ottoman, something like that, you're up here like this. Very little body roll. Separate the feet. If you find yourself falling over, just widen the feet. That's fine. Very little body roll. You don't want this. No body roll. Nobody roll. Okay, let's rest. That was really good work. Everybody passed. Everybody passed that. Just issuing everybody a pass certificate on that little chat. Okay, next move that's going to add to that. You're either going to bend the arms a little bit and keep doing the same thing, or you're going to add a little push-up. So to bend the arms, elbows stay in, feet are wide. Okay, how much bend is that? How much bend is that? It's not much. But it's up, so I'm not up here, I'm down here. Or you can do one of these. And that looks like this. You can add more to it. How much of that push-up can you do with one hand? Four more. Two more. Awesome. Come up out of there, catch your breath. Someone told me sweating is not pretty, so I'll try not to drip on the lens. All right. So we're going to do a little pop-up, okay? If it's okay to go to the knees, use the couch. Beyond the knees, it's going to be fine. All right, that's going to look like this. Let me see. So I'll be on the knees. Now I've got my padding on the knees. Safety first. And I'll catch myself and just push away. Leave the arms out. And as I catch, I let the arms bend in. All right, exhale. Woo-hoo. Use the feet. Push off the feet, okay? Push off the feet. Inhale, exhale. Okay, if you're not on the couch or the ottomans or whatnot, you're doing the same thing on the ground. You can do it from the knees, okay? Extend, and then catch the floor, Don't land on stiff arms. Catch the floor. And come back up. Hey. Very good. If you did 100 like me, you're right on track. Don't laugh. I can see you. You got your video on. Don't laugh. All right. Or laugh, whatever. Have some fun. All right. Great. So now we're going to do this little arm wings here. So stay down. Stay on the floor. I'm just going to come close. Stay on the floor. I'm just going to come close to the camera for you. We're just going to do this little thing like this. Okay? Just like this. All right, so you're going to find the angle that works for you. I'll start with the tough one first. You cut your teeth. All right, so you're going to be down flat like this. Okay, and you're basically going to an upward dog and back. Okay, if you fold the toes and do it, it goes off of the knees. Yeah, that's a lot more work. If you did it from the feet completely, you're a beast. All right, and for the rest of us, we want to do it down here, like this. Okay, we're coming up. It's like a half sit-up. Okay, find the elbows. I'm relaxed. Okay, elbows and up and back. So I'm cheating by using the core to do a little sit-up, as opposed to cheating and using the core to help me flex up from the front. Of course, for those beast mode participants, thank you for being here with me. All right, so I go up the knees. Up the knees. 10 or more, 10 or more. Oh, that was easy. That was super easy. I don't know what the problem is. All right. My, how time flies when you're having fun. Okay, so what I'm going to suggest now is get your yoga mat, lay it out, and we're going to do some rolling. We're going to roll, baby, roll. All right. Okay, high rollers. And I did that so that we don't have to change the direction so much. Okay, and that's going to look like this. The first roll we do is going to be front to back. All right, so here I am, exhaling and inhaling. And just to grab the knees is fine. Exhaling, inhaling. You can go up to boat pose if you're feeling achieved. If you're feeling like having that target, you'd exhale, inhale. The feet would never touch the floor, neither would the head. If the head touches the floor, you're doing something wrong. It's called getting a headache. Protect the head. So you imagine that you're holding a bag of gold right here on the notch. And you just drop the chin, put the chin right into the notch right there, little quarter slot, chin down, head doesn't touch the floor. Exhale down, inhale up, float the legs, superhero. We'll do 3 more. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, Great, next one's gonna be side to side. So that one's gonna look like this. Just gonna roll. Just gonna roll. Not so challenging, right? No problem. So the challenge would be extend the legs on the side that you're rolling to. Okay, so I'm gonna switch, 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 switch. This is actually using my arm right here without going out. My arm is a little bit of a stopper. It's not really a push off. It's just a stop. Now the real stop is in the core. This should be pretty tight through the belly, okay? Should be pretty tight. Chin still holds the bag of gold. Still a little bit of a core exercise. Can't be too lazy. All right. Now we're going to swivel sides. So swivel is going to look like this, okay? I'm going to be on the same line. I'm going to be on the same line, and I'm going to switch my butt. Okay, so I'm going to kick both feet up, lift my hips, and come down. Okay? I'll kick this leg up and swivel, switch feet, go up on my back, switch feet. So in line with you, that's like this. I'm over to my right side, over to my left. Exhale, inhale. Now the key here is to get up into the shoulders, okay? You're not gonna pivot very well from here with your hips on the floor. You gotta get up into your upper back. Kick up, pivot, down. Kick up, pivot, down. And I'm swiveling with my core muscles to turn the hips. So as I go up, the highest point I get, I have to squeeze my core and throw my hip. Okay? That's what you should be getting. Consequently, if you have a scratch or an itch on your back, this is a great way to scratch it. If you're not already standing next to the wall to scratch it, okay? So your feet go up into the air, you swivel and come back down. Your feet go up, swivel, come back down. Feet go up, swivel, come back down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. All right, very good. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, let's do a little stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll. So for those of you that are going to have trouble with this, you're going to take a piece of it, and you're going to take the piece that's the hardest to do. If there's a spot that you're getting stuck, that's where the work is. Figure out why you're getting stuck. All right, so how we're going to do that? I'm going to come over to the belly. Now, if you have a problem with not staying on your mat, you could use the horizontal layout instead of the vertical layout, okay? So it looks kind of like this. I'm going to keep my arms underneath of me here like this, and I'll exhale, keep my head from touching the floor, and inhale. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, and inhale. So for those of you that need more exercise, for those of you that are looking for a challenge, you ninjas, the ninjas of the world, you're going to go from a push-up to a push-up. So that's push up, and you're going to drop the inside arm. And come up and drop the inside arm. So I tuck the inside arm. This one's going to push me over. Then I tuck the inside arm. And I tuck the inside arm. Switch. Make it look easy. If you do have a child on your front of your body, this is not for you, clearly. clearly. You would do the backwards one. For those of you, oh, let's face it, it's just you, my friend. For now, we're all in the hunt. All right, so good. So you'd be on your back like this, and you might sit up, come down, and sit up, exhale. And you can use the feet to cheat, right? Oh, throw the feet. Give me some momentum. Throw the feet. So the more I use the legs, I don't even need the hands. Okay, that's what you're doing over there in your world. Right? For the rest of us, we got like 3 more. We're rolling it out. Inhaling it up, exhaling it out. Inhaling it up, exhaling it out. Inhaling it up, exhaling it out. Oh man. We doing yoga yet? Let's do some yoga. Very good. All right, so how we're going to do this? Let's come back to a seated position or kneeling position. Let's stick a leg out and stretch. So how about the left leg? Right arm comes over to the left. Breathe. Okay, we're going to set that hand down. The right hand comes down. Come into the side body. Maybe we'll pick up the other leg. All right, we're still working on this arm. We're still working on this arm. So we're going to come down flat, put that arm behind us, and stretch the foot to it. So what does that look like? That palm is at the head level. Grab the other leg, pull, stretch the neck. Let's get some more. Coming back, gonna bend the elbow, and then roll just the leg over. Elbows at 90 degrees. Elbows up to shoulder height, hand is above that. And we come back. All right, let's press up. Ooh, child pose. That feels wonderful. Coming forward, opposite leg. Let's go right leg out. Let's go across. Feel good about your stretch. Let's bring that left hand down to the floor. And let's stack. You don't have to stack, but that's what I'm doing. All right, and I'm coming down to the belly. This hand's gonna go to head level, and I'll come across like that. Stretching the neck, opening the chest. The stretch is in the chest. You're not jamming at the shoulder rotator cuff. Coming back out, I'm gonna bend the arm here. Elbow stays at the shoulder height, hand goes up higher, and then I go back across. And just take the deep stretch. And coming back out. Do a little upward dog press here. Downward dog, child pose. All right, we're going to fold the toes underneath, push the knees off the floor. Okay, if the knees don't like that, then we're going to use the chair and then slide down. So what does that look like? I'm going to use my chair, okay, and have one leg of support, one leg to stretch. So this is my stretch leg, it's closer. Support leg is farther out. I'm just going to get down into that leg and get out. What does it look like on the other side? I would switch them out, and I would be getting down on this leg and get down, get down, get down, get down. Try to put the knee close to the toe. That really crunches my foot. All right, so I'm going to switch that out. And get down, get down. Change that angle to where it's really close to the toe. Instead of going way out here, I want to keep it really tight, like trying to touch my big toe to my shin. For those that are not in that same predicament, you're going to come down here like this. Try to get the feet really tight to each other. Press, be seated. Right. For those of you that get bored easily, you can duck walk around your space here. Just grab your pants, turn it up. If you do a cracking sound, it'll help. It'll help your neighbors bacon rack you. Okay, very good, wonderful, that feels fantastic. You're going to straighten the legs, touch the floor, and forward. Okay, from right here, one leg goes forward. Let's find a full split here. Let's find a full split. Ooh, it's around here somewhere. Surrender to the pose. Every once in a while, push the heel forward, slide the knee out. All right, let's tuck and change sides. Every once in a while, you slide that front foot forward, slide the back knee back. All right, let's let that one out, nice and easy. All right, we're going to give it the little wrist flex here, a little wrist therapy. And then I'm going to invite you overachievers to do some heavy duty practice, whatever it is. Maybe it's a handstand, headstand, Maybe you want to do some kind of boat pose and float away. And everyone else is going to do Shavasana much longer. So basically, if you're an overachiever, you need a little bit of a push. I want you to really like leave it all on the mat, so to speak, and then join everybody else in Shavasana. So simple wrist therapy to get us ready for whatever we're about to do. Turning the hands back and forward, and then putting the weight into the hands as we go in circles, wrists backwards. And then reverse. And just a little bit of weight into those wrists. Maybe a downward dog into those wrists. Let that go. Articulate, articulate, articulate. Palms towards you, back of the hand into the floor. Squeeze the fingers. All right, if you'd like to put a little weight into that. For those of you in media, this is called breaking news. Breaking news. All right. Release the wrists. Ooh. Articulate, articulate. Final straw here is the finger stand. We'll push into downward dog. And then go off the mat with one hand. Stretch that shoulder. We'll trade out. Need a little bit more. All right, and then roll that out. Roll that out. Okay, so headstand, forearm stand, shoulder stand, Cossack stand. Whichever one's working best for you, do that now. Or find yourself doing a back bend and Shavasana. So back bend and Shavasana. Nice little bridge. Maybe a full wheel. To Shavasana. And we'll be here for about 3 hours. It'll feel like 3 hours. Otherwise, get those handstands going, those headstands going. Remember, no jumping into a headstand. You climb in, you climb out. 5 more breaths for the inversions. Slowly finding return. Gently rolling to the side. And with almost no energy involved, just using the hands as a push-up to return to the seat. And close, deep breaths. Lifting the corners of the mouth.